The following day, I get a first opportunity to ask a couple of young Afghan men what they know about 9/11.
Yeah.
No, they never heard about this.
Yeah? Can you show them a few more? And can you ask them, do they know where it is even?
Say we're farmers. Like every time we're just working in our field, so we do nothing. We don't know about anything else about the world. We don't know, so that's because we're a farmer. We never heard about anything else about the world.
Adam, if you don't mind, I got a couple more questions for
Sure.
these guys. Just wanted to show them with these pictures. As you know, we're here for your security, but your security is tied to our security. By keeping this area safe, keeping your family safe, we keep our family safe, and that's the reason that we're here. Big time
The two young men had clearly never heard of 9/11, but maybe the elders of the local shul would have more to say.
No, they didn't see it. They're saying I just can see the smoke from the buildings, and that's it. That's the only thing I can say. He's saying when you guys show this picture, that guy's saying it's. I think that was a Kabul.
If I had just gotten here, I would have been surprised, but having been here now for 6 months, I'm not. This is pretty much the Stone Age is where we are.
And what did you think about their reactions?
Oh, I thought it was fascinating. The guy who said it was Kabul was clearly had never been to Kabul. It just shows you how isolated they are, even in their own country.
He's saying Afghanistan doesn't have a donkey. How come the Afghanistan comes to this point and they get the airplane from here to attack in the United States? They don't have that much power.
So it was nice to go from Iraq to then here. It was a lot easier to understand, why you're here and bring yourself. You had that picture. You can always pick up the picture to remind yourself, okay, this is why we're here. I don't like looking at those pictures. I haven't looked at those pictures. I've intentionally avoided those pictures for 10 years now. So to see them pulled out here and to see the Afghans looking at it in this context while wearing the uniform and carrying the rifle it took me back.
They're saying the Americans saying we're going to help you. They destroy one building and they destroy us how many buildings? And they say we're going to help you. Where is the help? They're saying they give it to our kids a gun and to go fighting, and they give it to their own kids a pen and paper to write down and read and write.
I do sympathize or understand what some of them were saying is, yeah, your buildings were knocked down, but how many of our buildings have been knocked down? And even just from the weather we've had recently, people losing their homes and nobody's here to help them. So when you can't even feed yourself or house yourself, how are you going to care about somebody 6,000 miles away? So I can understand that. I never thought to ask those questions of anybody here as to why we're here.
Amazingly, in a country where for 10 years a war has been fought with 9/11 as its root cause and justification, it turns out not only were the villagers oblivious to 9/11, but so were the Afghan police, and even some of the translators working with the US military.
But you don't know the history of this event?
No, I have no idea about the history of this.
Have you ever seen these pictures before?
No, I didn't.
In fact, after showing images to dozens of Afghans, I only found one person who clearly recognized them and could connect them to the US's initial reason for coming to Afghanistan, and that was the police district chief in Marjan.
He says that the Taliban, the terrorists, they attacked the building of New York and they killed most of the people. They destroyed this building. So that was the reason American force today came in Afghanistan.
Some of his men, however, wanted to know more.
Al-Qaeda and the Taliban, they took these planes and they flew them into these two buildings. The force of that, it actually made these buildings collapse, killing thousands more.
And they weren't convinced, rightly so, that it was an Afghan attack.
He says no, they were not from Afghanistan.
Yeah, they were. Not all of them. There were some, I believe, from Yemen. But they trained here in Afghanistan.
So it seems even the Americans are confused about 9/11's perpetrators.
He says that in real, actually you will walk with me, Shana Bashana, or you just told me?
No, I will walk with you, Shana Bashana, and I will fight next to you, Shana Bashana.
A survey taken in 2010 by the International Council on Security and Development found that 92% of Afghan men in helmet had no idea what 9/11 was.
You agree that we're in a stalemate in Afghanistan after 15 years?
Mr. Chairman, I do.
I guess my question is, are we developing a strategy to break this stalemate? And is it going to require additional U.S. troops?
I do believe it will involve additional forces to ensure that we can make the advise and assist mission more effective.